Fluffies! Today we are going to look together at an interview from Chelsea on Silicon Era. I'm going to show you very cute fan arts in 3D and also the Nintendo eShop charts for mid-February. Let's go! So first of all, remember on February 1st, Hello Kitty Island Adventure was 3rd and 5th and something like that. So for February 15th, Hello Kitty Adventure is 1st and Hello Kitty Adventure Deluxe Edition is 3rd, and on download only game it's number 1. So this is amazing. I looked at Steam and there's also very good reviews. I think we are now at 93% of positive reviews, so it's very positive. So this is very good and I think this game has a lot of potential in the future. So now I want to share with you Schneekönig, so the Snow King's picture of top hat, a Null with a hat and a rockadoodler that is made out of clay. And he said, my girlfriend has been playing every day since the Nintendo Switch release, decided to model and paint a few characters. And they gave me the permission to share it with you, but the good news is that they uploaded the model to Maker World, so if you have a 3D printer, you can actually make your own. Thank you so much. In the official Discord, they added Valentine's Day cards specifically from Hello Kitty Island Adventure that you can save and reuse for next year or something like that because they're so cute. And they also announced that the volume 2 of the soundtrack is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube and Amazon Music, and it's all music by Phil Boucher. And then you can find all the other new soundtracks that were not yet on those platforms but in the game, yay! And now let's look at an article by Jenny Lada on Silicon Era published on February 10th, interview developing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. When did the work on the other versions of Hello Kitty Island Adventure begin? Chelsea said, we knew we wanted to cover a broad range of form factors from the start, so multi-platform was always present in the back of our minds, plus many aspects of our Apple Arcade development like optimizing for lower spec devices translated across all platforms. We worked with other teams with more specific platform knowledge to do the final development, which started in early 2024. What sort of challenges did the team face when preparing the Hello Kitty Island Adventure Switch, PlayStation and PC port, while also adding new content to the Apple Arcade version of the game? The biggest challenge had definitely been keeping timeline organized. Each platform has its own process for approvals, certifications, verifications, patches and so on. The whole team has gone a bit cross-eyed backtracking all of the dates based on each platform's estimated times. How will future development and updates of Hello Kitty Island Adventure work, considering there are seasonal events and you added additional characters and regions in the past? All platforms should get the same event content at the same time. We'll be releasing free content updates prior to upcoming events to ensure that everyone is experiencing the story and rewards together. Characters and regions require more quality assurance, and while we release storylines bit by bit on Apple Arcade, we are cognizant of the difference in Nintendo Switch and PC audiences and would like to release things more holistically there. That, in addition to the aforementioned timeline differences, means the update cadence outside of events is likely to be scattered between platforms. So that means that maybe even Switch and PC will not have the same content at the same time. We've already seen patches for PC a lot more often than on Switch. I'm not even sure we even had patches on Switch yet, but at least 4 on PC, I want to say, already. When adding additional Hello Kitty Island Adventure characters, how did you pick which ones would be represented and how they will appear? There are 2 main sources of priority, Sanrio and Sanrio fans. Sanrio has characters they love to spotlight, but we also want to enable fans to befriend their favorite characters in the game. The latter means paying a lot of attention to the annual Sanrio ranking. It's also a great excuse to peruse official merchandise surprise and see what folks are more excited about. My cinema roll plushie collection speaks for itself. What led to Usahana being picked as the City Town representative in Hello Kitty Island Adventure? As more of City Town's story comes out, the big reason will be relieved. For now, let's just say that she was designed to bring joy, color, and happiness to office workers. So we took that to an even bigger extreme and made a whole city based around her vibrant look and feel. The whole design of City Town was based on flipping the usual grungy, dirty, busy city trope on its head and having something colorful, clean, optimistic, and reflective of Usahana's heart and spirit. Big Challenges is the most obscure Hello Kitty Island Adventure character so far. Who else would you also like to add to the game? Do characters like Spotty Dotty or Kirimi-chan have a chance to appear? They're sure do. We have a special place in our hearts for the expectation-defying characters like Kirimi-chan, Fresh Punch, or Nisetama-san. Nisetama-san is a friend of Gudetama, a man literally dressed up as an egg yolk who dances around the world. We were able to spotlight him during months of May last year and look forward to bringing other more niche characters to the game in similar ways that show off their uniqueness. They might not be visitors or friends, but they might become guests in an event. That's very interesting. Could we see more unorthodox or crossover characters break in as Hello Kitty Island Adventure visitors? For example, perhaps someone like Yoshikitty or members from Show by Rock? At the moment, the red tape and licensing complexity means we're unable to add collab characters, as we call them. We have a ton of folks at our office who loves Yoshikitty or Adoro Zatoru Mari. My favorite is Gao Paweru, but alas, it's simply not to be. Perhaps if we're successful enough, the collab partners will come to us asking for inclusion. We can dream, right? I think this is very cool. So the door is not closed. It's just like it's hard for now. Collab partners, come and ask them. What did you learn as a developer by working on Hello Kitty Island Adventure over the past few years? We all learned way more about the world of Hello Kitty than we ever knew existed. Most of us were familiar with Hello Kitty. It's hard not to be. But the quantity of Sanrio characters and decades of lore was unbelievable. Whether it was those niche characters like Big Challenges or the fact that Hello Kitty is not a cat, there were always something to surprise us. From a game perspective, we've learned a lot about mixing the cozy genre with the open world adventure genre. They have a huge overlap in audience, but some things rub the wrong way. Some cozy players want nothing to do with multiplayer, while some open world players recoil whenever we have customization based questing. Overall, we think we brought something new to both groups. In an ideal situation with no restrictions, what sort of biomes or additional feature would you like to add to Hello Kitty Island Adventure? How can I pick just one? I'd love a rainforest or jungle area that leaned more heavily into the puzzle caves, or a far future world that did similar. I've also always wanted an aspen forest, just because Sunblink is headquartered in Boulder, Colorado, and those forests, especially with their yellow leaves, are iconic. We also created a character named Top Hat for the game, and I've always wondered what a world in his image would be like. How long do you think you'll keep updating and adding new content to Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Well, we have a roadmap that extends years ahead. It really depends on if folks are continuing to play the game. As long as we have an audience, it just makes sense for us to continue building out the world and enriching the mechanics. I know that they've said that since the beginning, but I love that it's still reiterated that new players know that we will be able to keep this game for years and years, and not like, hey, this is Animal Crossing, we'll have stuff for 2 years and then it will keep repeating and then bye, and then you'll maybe have to wait for another one in like 5 to 7 years. I don't know if it's a good thing though, because some people love switching games and I'm like monomaniac about my games and I want to do just one thing for a lot of times and then suddenly a switch for some reasons. But usually when I find a game that is a live service, I can play it during several years in a row with no issue. I'm looking forward to this and I hope you too. And today I'm also filming a news video, so I don't know if it will be ready or not, but I'll try to put it here when it is. And if you missed my other review of articles post Switch and PC launch, it will be be over here. See you there, and remember, everybody can play cozy. Bye bye!